Welcome. This is Karita Mbagara. I'm the Deputy Bishop of Christ is the Answer Ministries. And it's a joy to meet once again after a long time. Today we want to talk about God who is active in history. I want to start by noting that when you look at single events of life, they appear to be meaningless. In fact, you may agree with William Shakespeare, who in Macbeth wrote and said that life or history is full of sound and fury signifying nothing. In other words, it's just noise, it is just moving up and down, and it doesn't seem to add up. But I want to say that it is different. We have a God who is active in our lives and who is ordering history for our good. And I want to illustrate this by just considering some things in the book of Esther. And I want to trust that you have read this book. The book opens with a king, King Xerxes, does some, what you would call sometimes ridiculous things that seems unrelated. The first thing that we notice is that he divorces his wife for very ridiculous reasons. The wife was called Vashti. And the reason why he refuses because the wife has refused to catwalk before drunken men. He had a party and he calls for his wife so that he may show her off, perhaps even do a catwalk for the men. And these men have been drinking. And she says, no, I'm not going. And for that reason, he's advised by his advisors to divorce the wife. And he agrees and he divorces his wife for that reason. Secondly, we notice because after some time he is lonely, he organizes a program, a national program, to look for a beauty, a girl that he can get married. And that's how Esther gets to be married by King Xerxes. The third thing that would say is that at one point, things change, and he finds Haman at one point pleading with his wife not to be killed. If you have read the story, you will know at that time Haman is about to be killed. And he imagines that Haman wants to rape the queen. And he decides, very quickly to have Haman killed. On the other hand, you will find this guy that is called Haman. He has done some ridiculous things in that he organizes for genocide, the elimination of every Jew. And the reason is there is a watchman by the name of Haman at the palace who has refused to bow to him. And he feels he is so great, he has been recognized by the king, and everybody should bow before him. But Mordecai, because of his faith in God, will not bow to man. And for that, Haman organizes the elimination of every Jew. So all these seem to be unrelated. If you take each one of them, they don't seem to have anything. But the point I want to make here is that although they are unrelated, God uses them for the good of the people that are called his, or the people that are actually his. So that you find that in these unrelated events, Esther is in the right position to change things. You also find that when Haman is invited for the party, he goes unknowingly. Again, it seems unrelated, but that is what will end up in him being destroyed with his household so that the Jews are saved. What's the point I'm trying to make? This year, there may be many things that have happened in your life. They may appear to be unrelated, and they are not adding up. If you look at each one of them, you would wonder, what is God up to? But I want to tell you, if you are a Christian, God has organized everything to work out for your good. The scriptures are very clear that all things work out together for good for those who love the Lord, those who are called according to his purpose. And even what appears in 2021 to be unrelated, it is related for your life. It is going to work for your good. The good may not have happened now, and the year is coming to an end. But God does not go with the years that we go with. maybe it will be next year, or maybe it will be before the close of the year. God will come through. I am here to encourage you. Stand strong. You have a God who is behind everything that is happening in history, and He cares for you. He's interested in your welfare. Maybe you have even lost loved ones. Maybe there are people who have betrayed you. Maybe you have people that are working for your fall. There are people that don't want you to continue working where you're working. But put your trust in God. Even if they appear to have won in one single battle, the war belongs to you and God. So hold on and don't be moved. And I want to believe that God will come through for you. Thank you very much, and have a great end of the year 2021, even as we look forward to what God has in store for us. Thank you.